So instead of meal planning, I call it eats planning because I use this framework so I can make sure that each of us has balanced meals throughout the week. Last but not least in the CARES framework is shop for your groceries. You've got to do all this planning before you go shopping. Girl, I used to be the queen of shopping before writing the thing down, before checking if anything was in my pantry, in my freezer, or anything of the like. And I would always set myself up for failure. I would always not have all the ingredients for a meal that I wanted to make, or I would have double, if not triple of something while lacking something. And so you want to make sure that you're considering your entire schedule. You want to make sure you're auditing what worked and inventorying what you already have, researching recipes and restaurants on those days you have takeout, and you want to do your eats planning. You want to go throughout each and every single meal of the day a week ahead of time. You want to cover breakfast for yourself, for your partner, for your kids. You want to do that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you want to do that throughout the day. So throughout the entire week. Because when it comes down to somebody asking you, what's for dinner or what are we eating today, you're able to answer that question without overwhelm. And you can set a clear expectation, not just for yourself, but for your family as well. Now, one way I like to shop is by, of course, making a list. So once I make my eats plan, what I like to do is then cross-reference that with what I have in inventory. And then I make my list of the items I don't have that I'll need specifically for those meals, right? And I check everything from spices to condiments to canned goods to dry foods to freezer foods to foods that just need to be simply refrigerated, okay? So you want to make sure you take in consideration your eats planning and then cross-reference it for making your grocery list. Do not play yourself and go grocery shopping without a list. Even if you have to do one of those pop-ins, stop for 5 minutes, open up your notes app and make a list. I'm telling you, it will save you time and it will save you money. And it is the meal planning hill that I will die on.